Hello again, my little conscripts, and welcome to another Mordian Glory video. In today's episode, we find the traitorous forces of the Vraksian militia desperately trying to hold the line against an onslaught of Death Korp of Krieg. It will be Lasgun versus Lasgun. It will be Melter versus Melter. And joining me is my ever gas-masky partner in crime. That's mostly because I had a curry the night before. It is Kriegy Simon! Simon, it's a narrative battle report.
Apparently so, yes.
It's a narrative planet.
Yeah.
Story planet. A planet hostile to competitive play as we know it.
Better than the other one, I guess.
What? The Infantry Corps!
No, we're not doing that.
Well, you're in command of the Infantry Corps today.
Well, we both are.
We both are. So, what is the scenario? Let's not have the let's not blue ball the dear viewers too much. We are going to be recreating a part of the Battle of Vraks. Now, for those of you that don't know, Vraks. So Simon didn't know much about Vraks before today, but he's learning. He's learning. For those that don't know, the Battle of Vraks is a very famous battle in the history of the Death Korp of Krieg. It's actually where they were essentially first created in the Warhammer 40k game in Imperial armor, and it's a very famous battle, and it's where a lot of their lore comes from. The whole idea of sort of World War I in space and all of that good stuff. Now, the Battle of Vraks was a huge, grinding, attritional war, which took place over, I think it was 13 years. It was a long time. And there were a few key battles, like there was battles over key forts, and there were certain breakthroughs, and then the Dark Angels turned up, then they left for a bit. But just over those 13 years, there was an almost endless amount of skirmishing, general forward attacks, trench raids, and all of that good stuff. And so what Simon and I are going to be recreating today is not a famous battle where there was an important breakthrough that shifted the entire tide and broke through one defensive line. We're going to be recreating the day-to-day grind of the Siege of Vraks. We're going to be really getting down with the little guys. And what we're going to try and recreate here is what a typical Death Korp of Krieg daily attack would look like. There's going to be waves upon waves of infantry coming forward, and the Vraksian defenders are going to be doing their very best to try and hold that line and protect the Cardinal and protect his interests on this world. And hopefully this will make for quite an exciting battle and quite a narrative one as well, as we get to see what it would really be like to try and withstand a Krieg attack, and what it would really be like to be part of a Krieg frontal assault as well. So without further ado, let's not mess around. Let's take a look at the custom scenario and the mission that we've come up for today. So the narrative scenario that we have come up with for today is the Krieg are trying to break through the first line of defense of the Siege of Vraks. So relatively early in the war, no Chaos Space Marines have turned up yet, no Dark Angels or Grey Knights have turned up yet. This is when it was still presumed to be a relatively straightforward siege. On this side of the board, you can see we have got the Vraksian defenders. They are dug in behind a series of ruined buildings which have been incorporated into their defense line. You can see they've got automated turrets, we've got some barricades and Aegis defense lines, as well as also taking advantage of things like some barbed wire and stuff like that. Out in front of the defenders is no man's land, and you can see that no man's land is definitely a tricky place to try and assault across. There are some craters and some ruins in the middle of no man's land to try and give the Kriegers a bit of cover, but by and large, as you can see from what is clearly an earlier failed tank assault, it's not a good place to be, and the Kriegers are probably going to take some heavy casualties. A bit of story that we've added on here is that the Kriegers have obviously tried to push through with some armor first, but between the what you would expect pretty dense minefields and the weapons of the Vraksian defenders, even mighty Macariuses have been laid low. And then to clear the minefields, you see that the Death Korp of Krieg have sent forward these little mine clearing, sort of heavily armoured sort of wedges and tractor units. And so the mines have been cleared, but not before the tanks found half of them with their treads, and the other half had to be cleared using the rest of the Krieg's mine clearing equipment. So it is going to be an infantry wave assault, and that's going to be doing the heavy lifting. As always, it always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle. So that covers the general lay of the land. Let's have a look at the mission. So there are going to be 3 objectives for the Kriegers to try and capture. We have got the fuel dump here. We have got the power generator here. This is linked to some of the automated defences, not only on this part of the front, but also all across the front line. And we've also got an ammo dump here as well. The Death Korp of Krieg will need to control at least one of these objectives. If by the end of the battle they control none of the objectives, that will be a loss for the Krieg. The line will have held and they won't have managed to break through. They need to control it, not contest it as well. Determining who controls it will be who has got the most objective control, essentially in range of the objective. So they need to control one objective to get a draw. They need to control 2 objectives to get a minor breakthrough. And if they control all 3 objectives, then they will achieve a major breakthrough. And this part of the front line will be busted wide open. Now you may be wondering, where are the Death Korp of Krieg forces? Well, they're not going to start on the board deployed. We've taken a little bit of a leaf out of the bolt action rulebook, and we're going to have a first wave scenario. So Krieg units will actually spend their first turn moving onto the board. They will get the first turn because they are the attackers. So they will get the first turn, and they can choose to move on the board normally and then shoot. Or, of course, they can move and then they could advance to try and get a bit further up. Now, the reason they might want to advance is because we are going to give the Krieg essentially endless waves, infinite reinforcements. So every time a Krieg unit is wiped out, they will, instead of being destroyed, will go back into strategic reserve. If a Krieg unit and a command squad are wiped out, because there will be some that are joined together, then both will come back together. So you won't end up with a bunch of like lone command squads running around without any bodyguards. But of course, you might say if they're coming on from this board edge constantly, that's a long way to get up, as we are using a 6x4 board. Don't worry, dear viewers, we have thought of that. The Krieg reinforcements are going to be able to come in a special way. So they will be able to come in 6 inches behind and at least 9 inches away from my... So 9 inches away from my guys and 6 inches behind the furthest point of advance of the Death Korp of Krieg. So if you've got a Krieg blob that has run all the way up to here, then 6 inches from behind that, you can start bringing in your reinforcements in your reinforcement step. So essentially that represents... You know, it's not going to be like waves coming on. It's a huge mass of men pushing forward. Some of them obviously would have been broken up by, various bits in no man's land. There's going to be quite a large no man's land. It's going off this part of the board. And so it just represents more and more reinforcements being shoveled in, more and more men coming up, pushing through no man's land, and just endless bodies that the Krieg threw into the Vraksian grinder. Now, the only thing left to mention is the army list. Now, Simon and I, we haven't even looked at points values today. We've gone purely with vibes. So Simon's army is going to consist of 6 big blobs of Death Korp of Krieg with 3 command squads attached as well. And, of course, we do have some special assets that we might be able to throw in if it looks like the Death Korp of Krieg are absolutely struggling. I mean, we've got an entire shelf of guardsmen, guys. We're going to be all right. And also, like I said, each time one of those blobs dies, they will be coming back at, advance at the board as well. So hopefully Simon won't need to call upon those additional assets and his infantry will be able to get the job done. But we obviously don't want this to be a complete slog and a complete waste of time for the Death Korp, so we do have a few tanks that we might be able to throw in there if they need them. We've also, for the Vraks and defenders, we're all here. This is all we have. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks of defenders. These are all going to be represented by the Cadian Shock Troop datasheet. They've got a mixture of special weapons in there. It's what you see is what you get. So there'll be some melters, some flamers, some grenade launchers, and stuff like that. We've also got 1, 2, 3 Cadian heavy weapon squads. This one is going to be armed with missile launchers. And we've got these 2 with autocannons. We've got an extra little 15-man blob down here. Katachan Command Squad, Katachan Blob. And then we've got 2 command blobs. We've got, this is Korgoth the Destroyer, who will be representing Ursula Creed today. And he is going to be leading Korgoth's Conquerors. And he is going to be leading these guys here. And then we've got the Flayer. We've got the Flayer. This is my stand-in for Lord Solar Leontus. The Flayer, the mysterious Dark Mechanicus abomination that is part of my Traitor Guard army, pulling the strings from behind. He's got his Techno bodyguard as well, and he's got a command squad to help him do some orders. And we've got a little picket squad up front here of just 10 Katachans. Those poor buggers being the first ones to have to take on the enemy. And we've got a couple of auto turrets. These will be hit. These will 1 assault cannon, 1 twin heavy bolter. They'll be hitting on 5s, but each one will get a free Overwatch hitting on 5 as well. So even though they don't hit very good, they will essentially get to shoot in both players' turns. And that's it. We've got defenders, we've got attackers. I will be using the recon detachment, mostly to represent me being dug in behind these defences. As Simon will be using the siege detachment, which I think will be good because he'll be able to use incendiary shells to remove my cover, to counter the strength of the recon detachment, and be able to use smoke shells to try and get his advance up the board. I think that's about everything, Simon. So let's head over to Korp of Krieg, turn 1. With a cry of "For the Emperor" on their lips, and the sound of tin whistles going off across the line, the Krieg have arrived. Wave after wave, platoon after platoon, advancing under the cover of the smoke shells. So we did tweak the smoke shells a little bit, because obviously you meant to do them at like the beginning of your turn, but with Simon not starting on the board, it would have been a bit unfair, like no smoke shells for you. So we said he could just do them after he's moved on to the board. And we also said you could do your orders that way as well. And you went for move as well, didn't you?
Yes.
You were trying to get up the board, trying to advance the line as much as possible. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blobs of Kriegers, and each one with the smoke in front of it has been supported by a smoke shell, and each one of those squads has also got a command squad in it, hasn't it?
Yes.
You've also got an extra officer here. You've got Commissar Fillmore Graves. He is the Commissar who is going to be overseeing, making sure that these Kriegers go forward. He has quite an easy job because Kriegers actually often need to be held back from doing frontal charges. So he's actually, really, he's just there just to keep an eye on them more than anything else. Now, I don't think there's going to be any shooting from your side because everyone moved and advanced. Your furthest point of advance was 14 inches, wasn't it? I think are you representing that with the bullet and the CP also being represented by the bullet. Now, I obviously get a couple of free Overwatches here from the sentry guns. So we're going to do that. And also, I think I'm going to spend one of my CP, Simon, my 1 CP that I have, for another Overwatch for one of my Cadian heavy weapon teams, because I will be able to hit you on 4s with them, which is kind of cool. So as the Kriegers well up out of the trenches, as they come into sight of the Krieg, of the blood, oh my god, of the Vraxian guns, the line starts to open up with a ripple of fire. Now we're going to hit you on 5s here. The smoke shells, of course, they help when I'm shooting you normally, but Overwatch is always on modified to hits. Yeah. So we've got the heavy bolter first. We've managed to hit you twice. Wound you once, but it is twin linked. So 1 wound at AP 1. And 1 guy has unfortunately been felled by that. And then we've got the assault cannon doing the same thing. 2 hits and 1 wound, no AP. Another Krieger has gone down. And then we've got the auto cannons here are going to open up and they're going to go into the same squad just to keep it simple. 1 whole hit, 1 wound at AP 1. Nope, 1 Krieger is going to go down. So 3 whole Kriegers have been slaughtered from that squad. Not a huge opening barrage, but perhaps the Vraxians have been caught slightly with their pants down, or maybe they're just waiting until they can see, I would say the whites of their eyes, but maybe wait until you can see the lens of the gas masks. All right, that is Krieg turn 1. The initial wave is here. It's boiling up out of the trenches. Let's see if there's anything that the Vraxians can do. I suspect there's just going to be some the pitter-patter of long-range fire, and then we might be going over to the Krieg turn, wait for them to get a little bit closer before we unleash our full might. But let's have a look what we can do here. The Vraxian line is ready to open fire. We have not moved anything. We are happy in our defensive position. We are just going to try and cut down as many of these lapdogs of the Emperor, of the false Emperor even. So you'll see I put a few bolt action dice next to the units. That's to represent what orders I've given them. So I've got 9 orders, and anything that was in range has got take aim. That's represented by the fire dice. And anything that isn't going to be shooting this turn has got a down dice to represent them having take cover. So we can see we've got a few down back here and a few fires up there. So we're going to go through each one of the units that are going to be firing, seeing what damage they can do. We're going to start off with this unit of Vraxian defenders over here, this unit of Cadians, as it were. And they're going to unleash their firepower into here. They've got take aim, and there's 2 ranks of people in range. That's going to be 2 plasma guns, and then there's going to be a bunch of auto guns as well. So let's get those dice and see what they can do. Couple of plasma shots aimed into the smoke, hitting on 4s with take aim. No need to overcharge though. Managed to get 1 hit and 1 miss. Let's see if we can kill a guy. We can. That will manage to kill one of the... Actually, fair. You're going to get the benefit of cover if you choose someone over on this side. So you could go for a cheeky 6-up if you want to. Why the hell not? No, not quite. So he's still going to be dead. And then we've got a bunch of auto guns. 9 auto guns are in range. Let's see what they can do. Not bad. 6 out of 9 hits. And a decent amount of wounds as well. 5 of the Kriegers are going to need to roll their saves. And they've only gone and done it. And actually only 2 of them fall to the small arms. Are you doing cinematic dead people? Yeah. I love it. Amazing. They will leave the bodies where they fall. The second mob of militia open fire. And they're able to kill 3 more, I think it was. 1 from the plasma gun, 1 from the grenade launcher, and 1 from the small arms. Creating a hole in the blob of Kriegers as they tumble down. We're going to move over to these guys now. Let's see what the combination of the lasguns from the Katachans and the auto cannons of the heavy weapon teams can do to this blob of Kriegers. Auto cannons opening up first. No smoke here this time. I need to roll 1 more dice. I've not rolled enough. That is 5 hits. That's pretty good. That is 5 wounds. You will get cover because some of you are going to be behind this and behind this. That will be 3 dead because of your 5-up save. And let's see what these small arms can do. With a double armor save made, no more of these Kriegers are going to fall to the Katachans. Okay, now the only units we've got left over here is going to be the autocannons and the missile launchers. Autocannons are going to go after the same target they went after last time.
They fired?
Yeah, they just fired. They were the ones that killed a couple of Kriegers.
Ah, right.
So we'll move across the line here. Autocannons. Only 1 hit. It is a wound on that squad there. And you will be okay. Oh, no, you're not going to get cover from that position. Yeah, so 1 more guy is going to die. Yeah. And then missile launchers. 3 frag rockets. That is going to be 13 shots plus 12 for 25 shots. Will this be the one game where frag missiles are actually useful? We'll be back with the final results. That's going to be a lot of dice. High explosive frag rounds tumble almost lazily into these Kriegers, and 7 of them are scythed down, even with them being on a 4-up cover save from the burning wreck of the Chimera. Not a bad opening volley from the Vraxians, especially considering the ranges that we're at here. A lot of our firepower not actually being able to be brought to bear yet. But of course, the Kriegers are going to get a chance to resurrect some blokes with their medikits. And They are going to be pushing onwards, and I think soon we're going to take some small arms return fire. Simon, or are you going to wait until you get nice and close?
No, I'm going to do a bit of shooting, I think.
Okay, interesting. All right. Well, we will be back with Krieg turn 2. Let's see how the advance goes. Move, move, move! Goes up the cry from the NCO. And this squad here has really, really pushed up the line now. Definitely the furthest point of advance. Any reinforcement the Kriegers get can come in from 6 inches behind that point. So that could be pretty spicy. Simon, you've also gone for a general advance, but maybe not quite as far with the other units.
Yes.
So has everyone else just moved normally?
Seems like these guys have moved.
They advanced. Okay, so that squad won't be shooting.
Everyone else.
And that squad won't be shooting, but the other 4 blobs will be. Now, you opted for some incendiary shells this time.
Yeah.
And you've removed cover from this picket squad, this heavy weapons squad, and also this squad of this picket squad of heavy weapons as well. You don't like those missile launchers?
No. They were not that much fun.
They were fun for me. They were fun for me. All right, Si, we'll work our way across the line. Where do you want to start?
We'll start here.
Okay, so where are they shooting?
Into these.
And you're saying, just roughly for simplicity, blob can see, command squad can't?
Yeah.
Easy peasy. Okay.
The melters will be out of range.
All right, so a couple of plasma gun shots first.
They're 2 wounds each, aren't they?
Yeah.
Overwatch.
He's overcharging.
So got to take aim, so hitting on
3s. That'll be 2 hits.
Wounding on 2s.
Indeed.
Killing on 2s.
Indeed. Bang. 1 missile launcher. He's using a CP reroll.
Do I need to use a CP reroll? Yeah, sod it, why not?
No.
Sod it.
He's got 2. Bang, bang. The overheated plasma shots, cooking off the munitions, destroying the frag rounds, destroying 2 of the RPG hunter-killer teams. And then we've got all of the small arms. We'll do this off camera and see if they can finish off the last of the heavy weapon guys. Well-aimed lasgun shots from the Krieg lasguns were able to pick up the final base. And I actually rolled really well on my armor save, so it's a good job you used that CP reroll before. Unfortunately, both plasma gunners held down the triggers too long, and you rolled double 1 on your hazardous test, killing both of them. Although, of course, the medic might be able to put some bandages and some soothing aloe vera on their hands.
Melty, yeah.
Just melt your guy.
Oh, yeah, it's a band-aid.
It's a band-aid, you'll be all right. Hey, if he can bandage back a guy who's been hit by an impaler cannon from a Tyrannofex, he can bandage back a guy
That's very true, actually.
who's slightly singed his hand.
They're pretty talented, these boys.
They are. You got another squad here? You're going to go over to here?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you find? A couple of plasma guns?
Plasma.
No take aim here, though.
Yes.
So it's hitting on 4s.
Yes. I'm going to overcharge. Sod it.
He's going for it. He's got no hits. What about your hazardous tests? What?
Quality. Quality. Love it. Love
it. One guy's cooked himself. And some lasguns. It'll
1, 2,
be
3, 4, 5,
so 10.
6, 10.
It'll be 10 because you started with 14 lasguns.
Yeah.
So if you've lost 4 lasgunners from previous firepower, it'll be 10. We'll do this on camera because we've not seen a small arms roll yet, but we'll just do the one because we don't want to.
That's not really
trying to keep things snappy.
There you go.
2 wounds. 2. Okay, I will be on a 3-up save.
Yes.
And I'm all right.
That was some quality shooting.
The Vraxian defenders dug in. The recon detachment, for those wondering how I'm on a 3-up save, I'm on take cover.
One's hit as well, aren't I?
No.
Oh, no, it's a stratagem, of course it is. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not minus 1 to hit across his army at all, ever.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Not even if you use a stratagem?
No. No, I don't have that.
Don't you?
No. Oh no, I've got the courageous defense. Yeah, I haven't used it. Yeah. Thank you, Sam, for reminding me. Courageous diversion. Which I'm going to use now. Actually, courageous diversion on this unit. But yeah, so these guys are on a 3-up save because they've got take cover plus they're in recon plus the benefit of cover, so they're on a 3-up save with the benefit of cover, which is very, very nice. All right, where are we going next, Si?
Well, there's only these 2 units.
These 2?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, let's fire both of them, and after the smoke has cleared, the dust has settled, let's see how many of my guys have been destroyed. First wave of firepower goes in and manages to kill 2 of the defenders. The plasma gun's doing the work, but I got lucky on my feel no pains, passing a feel no pain from the frag grenade launcher and from the las guns as well. Courageous diversion doing its thing. Got this next squad here. Where are you thinking of firing, Si? Same unit? All right, well, we'll be back in a moment. The plasma guns unfortunately missed because they need to hit on 5s. The las guns actually did a decent amount of hits and wounds. I had 3 saves. 1 of them was passed on an armor save. 2 of them were passed on the courageous diversions. Feel no pain. 4 out of 4 feel no pains passed from damage on weapons. Apparently these guys are well dug in. They're happy to be diverting. All right, so the firepower of the Krieg was muted somewhat, but I think that was just a little bit of bullshit luck there. I don't think that'll continue. Using it all up at the early stages. I think a good push from the Kriegers, and they've not taken many casualties. I really want to be trying to keep them back, because if they keep advancing like this, they're going to be overwhelming with their reinforcements straight off the furthest point. So we need to have a furious fusillade of Vraxian militia firepower here. See if we can push the Kriegers back somewhat. If we can't, they're going to be all over us like a bad rash. Let's see what happens going into Vraks turn 2. With a cry of death to the false emperor, a unit of Vraxian militia have lost their discipline and have charged over the barricades. Mostly I did that because I thought it would be a little boring if I just stayed behind the defence line the entire time. So most people have stayed still. The Krieg have been reinforced by a little furry biotitan. And 1 unit of Vraxians has gone over the top here. They're losing themselves in a frenzy, and they're going to be charging down those Kriegers. I have given them fixed bayonets for their order. Everybody else, apart from these guys, has received take aim, hoping to deliver some withering hail of fire now that we are all in range. So what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to do a couple of squads like on camera with the rest off camera, and we'll see what the Krieg lines look like. Hopefully they will be shattered, and hopefully we'll be able to throw them back. But there is a good chance that there's so many of them that all we might do is throw a stone to try and hold back the tide. So we'll do the heavy weapons on camera and do the small arms off camera. Are you going to make a bed out of my dice tray? Good boy. Okay, I can't use the dice tray now.
Well, if I fit, I sit.
It doesn't even fit, but he's going to sit anyway. One thing, oh, thank you, Simon. One of the dimensions, we did do the Overwatch for these guys off camera because we realised that we missed it, and we killed 1 whole Krieger. So, heavy weapon team here. We're going to do some firepower over into this squad here. With take aim, that's going to be 4 hits. It's going to be 4 wounds. AP 1, but you will get cover because of...
2 then?
It was a wound.
Oh,
yeah. 5 ups. 4 5-ups. No, 4... Krieg's been smashed down. The bulk of the Lehman Rust not helping to protect them from even ricocheting autocannon rounds. We also have got the the autocannons from here. They're going to fire into... I'm going to go for this squad, see if we can bring down one of the big blobs. Wow, what a maybe we should put these dice in assault bath.
Roll of extremes.
Indeed. That will be 3 more. These guys will be on 6 ups. I think you are basically out in the open there. 2 more Kriegers smashed down. All right, we've got the auto sentries. We'll put those into the same unit. They are just going to shoot the nearest one. I think that's the fairest way of doing it. That's what their automated programming would do. Heavy bolter will get 2 sustained hits there. And we'll need to re-roll. So that'll be 3 wounds to heavy bolter, or 5 ups, because you've got cover there. And then the assault cannon, 1 whole hit, no wounds. The assault cannon poorly maintained, poor ammunition being fed into it from the Vraxian ammo dumps. Okay, so what we're going to do is like this. We loads of small arms fire here, guys. So we're going to do all of that off camera, and then we'll come back with the end results of that and a cheeky charge. Despite the bulk of the furry biotitan blocking their shots, the Vraxian defenders were able to scythe down most of this blob here. reduce them down to just 4 or 5 survivors. These squads here mostly got away with it, with concentrated firepower being directed from these 3 units, these 4 units, if you include these lucky boys, into this squad here. And that we were able to kill about half a dozen, maybe just over half a dozen of them there. Last, but certainly not least, mega firepower, point blank, rapid fire, went into the Krieg blob here and killed the blob itself. Just the command squad left. And we are now going to charge them. Simon, you have been chuckling to yourself. Yes. You have been giggling most evilly to yourself because you are going to play a stratagem.
I am. Minefield.
Minefield. But it's my minefield.
Yes, it is. So you're charging over your minefield, which somehow I've missed.
I love it. Well, you know, you've auspexed them out. You've sussed them out.
Yeah.
And it turns out that actually my guys, they put the mines down, but they forgot to mark where they were. So I'm charging over my own mines, and I'm going to get blown up. So how does this work?
So if you end up within engagement range, so you have to charge.
Yep. I do.
Right. How many models in the unit?
20.
20. Do I get to roll? Yes, I'm going to roll. Sorry.
Is it 20d6?
Yes.
And then for a maximum of like 6 mortals or something?
It's not actually saying maximum. Oh, yeah, maximum of 6. Sorry, you are right. On a 5 up.
Okay, interesting. So my own mines detonating under my feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
5 goners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll move the rest of them in, and we'll see what happens. See if we can butcher these upstart Kriegers with some good old melee. With chainswords and bayonets raring, the Vraksians strike. A solid amount of hits, but can we translate those to wounds needing 4s? Not too bad. Let's see what the final damage is. Unfortunately, it seems like the Krieger's armour was pretty badly rent and torn from all of the small arms fire, and only the Commissar survives on a single wound. You do get to strike me back with your power sword, Simon, if you so wish.
2 attacks?
3 even.
3, is it? Oh.
2 hits. And a wound and a kill. Chop one down. But he is looking like a bit of a lonely boy. Now, you have lost a Krieg blob. They will go straight back into strategic reserve. The command squad's not quite died yet.
Yes.
So it's going to be up to you whether you want to bring the Krieg squad back straight away in your turn. Yeah. Or if you want to wait until the command squad dies and then bring them back together. Because I don't mind you bringing joined units back. Straight back in. Yeah. All right, well, with a bit of a counterattack from the Vraksians initiated, the Kriegers are looking to bring in some reinforcements. Their first wave coming in. Here it is. Let's go over to Krieg. Turn. Is it turn 3 already? Yeah. Turn 3. Turn 3 for the Krieg. They have steadily grinded their way forward, and they are starting to bring their own firepower to bear. Simon popping the servo scribes from his 2 remaining command squads in order to give 1, 2, 3, 4 units take aim. So I think what the Kriegers are planning here is get close, keep the heads down with a good volley of lasgun bolts, and then maybe a few charges to close the distance. We'll have to see. You did bring your reinforcements in, and in classic Oberleutnant Simon fashion.
How many nicknames do I have?
The flanky sweep, sir.
Yes.
It's been good for many a generation, many a battle.
It's never worked. It's worked once, I think.
So Simon can bring his reinforcements in anywhere along his furthest point of advance, just 6 inches behind it and 9 inches away from my units. And so obviously if he thinks that my defense is stronger on one side, or he's got a potential to break through on another side, any good commander worth his water would send their reinforcements to exploit breakthroughs, not to try and help beleaguered forces. That's actually one of the things I learned in World War I. They used to send reinforcements to where they were struggling, and they realised all you're doing is send more men to struggle. Yeah. And if you send men to where you're succeeding, then you can break out. Which is kind of cool.
You're just describing what I've done.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's a cool real world tactic that you are employing.
Right.
You're like a real world World War I general, Simon.
Oh, great, yeah. Woohoo!
Lion, donkey, lion, donkey.
No, they're the lions. I'm the donkey.
That's true. That's it. That's true.
That's
right. True. Lions, donkey, lions, donkey. There you go. Right. Simon.
Yes.
You have advanced forwards.
Yeah.
Have you fallen back with this guy?
Yes.
Falling back. He will only take a desperate breakout. Well, battle shock test first. Another one, please.
Oh, yeah.
He's fine, and so he can just fall back, no problem. There you go. He's actually, you were fine on the first dice because he's leadership 6.
Oh,
because he's a Lord Consul.
All funny games.
There you are. So now we have some shooting. Now, where would you like to begin? We're going to do one or two blobs of yours on camera, and then we'll do the rest off camera. So where do you want to start?
This squad.
Yeah.
Only just in range of these guys at the moment.
You're going after them?
Yes.
The smaller squad?
Yes.
Makes sense. Okay, you're going to have a couple of plasma gun bolts.
An overcharge. They're both back. Let's see if they do better than last time.
They're both back. They're both at the aloe vera put on the wounds. That is 2 hits because you have taken aim, sir.
Yeah. Come off it.
1 dead. What about you? Do you die?
Oh, yeah. Probably.
1 dead. 1 for 1. So Simon brought his guys back there, and he has removed my cover with his incendiary shells. We've got incendiary shells there, and you went for this unit back here as well. Targeting the second line now, which is interesting. I don't know why I'm taking that off. I mean to take this guy off. Okay, so small arms fire. Oh, he's not died, yeah. Grenade launcher. That'll be 3 plus 3 for 6 shots. Ooh! They want it. What about the wounds?
Less so.
Just apparently there's some mud in the in the ammunition or something. I don't know. So 3 5-ups for me. 2 are going to be okay. So 1 more is going to die. We will be back. We'll do your small arms off camera. Ammunition problems continue to plague the Kriegers with a poor wound roll on the Lasguns. Ironic, considering they're meant to have a pattern of Lasgun that fires slower but more powerful shots. 4 dead in total.
Yeah.
Where we go next?
This squad.
This squad next. All right. A couple of plasma guns.
Overcharging.
Yes.
Overcharge. Yeah, it just takes you off a save, doesn't it?
I mean, I don't get a save against non-overcharge now, so you don't have to overcharge.
All right. Well, there you go. Yeah.
1 hit. 1 dead. And then a buttload of lasguns. Well, 14 this time. We'll get these ones on camera because we don't think we've seen a las volley from you, and hopefully your dice will roll better on camera. So not on 3s this time because no take aim here. Okay, can we get those punchy Krieg shots to do their thing? No, not bad. 4. 5 even. Alright, 5 saves. Those incendiary shells doing their work. Oh, so I think 4 more go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Most of the bodyguard squad has died. It looks like just the command squad holding the line there. What are you thinking next?
I'm going to try and clear them out.
Let's go try and clear them out. Okay. Let me move my dice here. A furious Krieg storm coming in.
So it's 2 plasmas.
2 plasmas indeed. 1 hit. That will be 1 more dead. Bodyguard squad is now down.
And then it's 11.
Because if you lost 3. Okay. 11 las bolts against the command squad here. Okay. Hitting on 3s. These guys do have take aim. And then wounding on 4s. 3 wounds, not too bad. All right. 3 will go down. That is going to leave just the commander with his grenade launcher guy. All right, we'll do the rest off camera, and we'll be back when the dust has settled. So with many las bolts being fired, now in rapid fire range, the damage to the Vraks has increased, although once again, I think there's some issue with the departmental Minotaur ammo here. Quite a few misses when hitting on... You had like a 50% hit rate when hitting on 3s. So I was like, I'm getting free...
Less than 50%.
I was getting free courageous diversion, essentially. So you managed to kill a whole bunch of guys from the impetuous unit over here. And then you're able to cut down 4 from this squad, but the courageous diversion squad... And I'm not going to be using courageous diversion all the time. I just think it makes sense to do it on, from Nav's point of view, on literally the picket squads. They are there to be up front and to distract you. And I also overwatched you, by the way. I forgot to mention that and killed like a couple of guys in Overwatch, but that was obviously in the movement phase. So yeah, we've taken some casualties. The right flank is looking a bit fruity, a bit sticky. The left flank is feeling, and the centre is feeling a bit stronger. Now, Simon, that's not the end of turn 3, is it?
No, we're going to do some charges.
Fixed bayonets, men! Okay, got a 7-inch charge there. A 6-inch charge, you're within 7. Yes!
I made a 6-inch charge.
I know, it's never been done. And then this one over here from this unit, I'm guessing. Same again. It's 2 6-inch charges. I told you we should play Narrative more often. Oh, he's going for a big one. I think that's over 10. So we'll say a 10-inch charge.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The Kriegers are getting stuck. I mean, here.
They advanced.
Did they advance forward? Did they? Ah, fair enough. Okay, you shouldn't be in range with the other ones, but yeah, fair enough. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 platoons of Kriegers getting stuck in. This is really going to get you up the board now. Let's. You're at the barricades, yeah. So obviously you have to stay 9 inches away when you come in from reinforcements, but you basically in 3 turns you will have advanced all the way up the board to your maximum forward positions. Okay, interesting. Well, we will let the.
No, I can't make a 14-inch charge.
No, I don't think that is possible. So we will let you do your charges, and we will be back with some combat. With a roar and a shout and a battle cry, maybe a little bit to make them braver as they charge forward. To get a bit of fire in their bellies, the Kriegers have contacted the barricades of the Vraxian first line. Okay, Simon, you will get to fight first on all of these combats. I can't interrupt you, so where do you want to start? I've only got 1.
Oh, right, well, there you go. I was going there because I thought you had CP. Well, we're going to start there anyway.
Okay, so power swords first, mayhaps? Yep. Okay, so hitting on 4s. 3 hits, that's pretty good. Wounding on 3s, killing on 3s. Nice, 3 cut down straight away. My God, being overwhelmed in an instant. And then 16 attacks from the rest of the bayonets. Now again, hitting on 4s and wounding on 4s this time. Alright, we'll see what that looks like. Struggling to maneuver their large bulky bayonets over the stone wall. Only 6 hits. But a good amount of wounds. It did balance out at least.
16, right. Actually, I've probably come out ahead there.
Okay, well, 5 ups. Oh my God, 6 more cut down. A whole rank. I do like how you did charge into your own incendiary shells. I feel like you should definitely be punished for that.
Well, Krieg is what he should be doing.
That's true. That is true. And maybe they're gas shells. So I'm choking, but you're fine. All right, just for the sake of it, I'll fight back here whilst we are here. So I've got 2 sergeants with chainswords, 3 hits, no wounds, and then I'm going to have 8 regular bozos. 8 regular bozos here. Oh no, these Vraxian militia, very, very appropriately, they were basically good at shooting, but they weren't very good at combat. No wounds. Oh my God, this is playing out almost too well narratively. So over here you'll have this guy's a command squad guy, so you're going to have in fact all these ones on this side, the command squad. Okay, so you're going to have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 regular attacks, and then you're going to have 2 power sword guys, so 4 attacks.
So the power swords then.
Okay, power swords first. Ooh, only 1 hit this time. It is a kill though.
An 18, you said.
And then 18, yes.
4 10.
Let's tell you what. We'll let you roll these off camera. We'll be back with the final result. 7 wounds from the bayonet. Can these pseudo-Katachans hold out? There is only 7 of them left, so if my rolling is anything like the last squad, 2 will survive. We might as well stick with the 2 flamer guys, because Katachan sergeants don't get anything, unfortunately. All right. So now I'll fight back here just for the sake of it. Couple of Katachan boys. 2 hits. I think I get +1 to wound the first round of combat. So that'll be 1 wound. Kill 1. Stick 1. Hit. I beat him over the head with the flamer as he comes over the barricade. And then over here. So this is a pretty much a full blob -3. Okay, so not quite everyone will get to fight though. You'll miss out on
3, 4, 5. He's different. So
yeah, you'll miss out on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 basic guys. So power swords first. 1 hit. Does kill though. Does kill a guy.
And then.
So is it only a 20-man blob?
Yeah.
So it should be 9 attacks because you will be missing out on 2. There's no command squad in there.
Yeah.
And 3 are dead.
Yeah.
So that's basically a total of take 8 off plus the 2 power sword guys. So 10 attacks. 10 attacks.
3, 6. That's actually an average roll for the first time in this combat.
Nice.
There you go, 3.
3. 3 will die. Alright, Vraxian armour being clearly not designed for melee purposes, just good for absorbing a few Krieg artillery shells, it would seem. My attacks back over there will be 2 sergeants with chain swords. 3 hits. 1 wound. And then I've got 3 regular guys. So I did manage to kill 1. Yeah. Oh, they actually do still hit on 3s, but I can't remember what I rolled with the chainsaws before, so that's fine. 1 more side, see if I can stick another. I do. So I managed to bring 2 down.
Sound effects and everything.
All right, so that is the end of the Krieg turn. They've overwhelmed the picket line. They've made it to the front line over here. This is a pile of dead for the Vraxian defenders. We're probably going to have to push forward with our reserve units here to try and hold you back. It's going to be tough. Let's see what we can do going into Traitors turn 3. Fall back to the lines, fall back to the barricades. Several Vraxian units have had to make the tough decision to pull back from the outer line. These guys impetuously ran forward, got absolutely smashed, and they passed their battle shock. And I thought, what would they do? And they would run as fast as they could back to their own lines here. So they've moved back here. The second line here, preparing to fire, leveling the bayonets, leveling the lasguns, leveling everything they've got. See if we can push those Kriegers back. Over here, there were 2 flamer guys. They failed their battle shock, unsurprisingly, being completely overwhelmed, completely outnumbered. As they tried to pull back, one of them was cut down by the Krieg, but one of them did make it back to friendly lines. These guys preparing to fire, get back, we'll cover you. These guys preparing to fire again, see if we can throw back the Kriegers on this flank. The left flank could look pretty secure after this, depending on how good my shooting is. The right flank, we've got low numbers here. We've got low numbers, but we've fallen back with 1 blob, passed the battle shock test over here, and Korgoth has told his boys to fix bayonets, and they're going to see if they can shoot and chop these Kriegers down. So I think the Krieger line's going to look pretty thin at the end of this turn, but remember guys, they do get infinite respawns on any unit that dies, and they also have some additional assets which they could draw upon if they think they need to, although there are consequences of doing that, which we'll cover when we get to that. So we're on 2 CP for us. Let's go for some shooting. Now, once again, we'll stick with the important bits, and we'll do some of it off camera. I think it would be cool to see. I think we'll do this blob on camera here, and we'll do this blob on camera here. Some of the heavy weapons, then all the other little guys can just can go off camera. So we'll start off with Korgoth's boys. We've got a flamer. Only 2 hits. Clearly, it's some jury-rigged. It's some jury-rigged sort of arty sort of flamer, like heat gun, which they've managed to sort of pump up a bit into a flamer. 1 wound, 1 dead. We've then got a melter gun here. That does hit, and that does kill a guy straight up. We've got duty and honor, or should we call it spite? Spite and vermin. That's what he's armed with. 3 hits, 3 wounds. There's some AP to this, so I think you have a 6 up. Okay, 2 more dead. And then I think we've got plasma pistol from the Cadian commander. That does miss. And then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 las guns. That'll be 24 shots. So we'll roll this off camera and see how many Kriegers can survive the fusillade. Krieg lined, very, very thinned here. We've then got the automatic defense of the assault cannon. Hitting on 5s. Oh, it wants it. Its targeting matrix can finally see down. There's no smoke all over the place. That is going to be 2 dead and 3 at 5 ups. Ooh, that balanced out pretty nicely. Auto cannons, the pom-poms are going to go in here. Those are going to hit. Sorry, let you get your dice. See if we can kill a few more. That is going to be 4 more wounds of 6 up save. 2 survive, 2 go down. And then we've got these guys. We've got 1 plasma pistol from the officer. That will hit. That will, you'll get a 6 up from there, I think, with the angle. Yeah, you do lose a guy. Frag grenade. It'll just be the 3 because of how many were alive in that squad when this all started. Just do the 1 hit because they don't get take aim. 1 wound, 1 4 up. Okay, you're all right. There you are. So reduced down to just 3 of them. I think we should be able to finish them off with the charge. All right. We said we would do this squad. No, we said we'd do this squad, didn't we? So we'll do this squad on camera. We're going to go for, we've got 2 plasma guns in there. Rapid fire. No need to overcharge. Those are going to hit. So what we'll do, we'll put 4 las guns into your injured Krieg command squad. 4 hits, 4 wounds, 4 dead over here. Couple of 1 melter gun, sorry. Does hit, doesn't wound. Frag grenade, 2, and that'll be 2 plus 3 for 5. That'll be 3 wounds at 5 up. 2 more go down.
3 more go.
3 more go down. Yeah, 3 more go down, sorry. We'll do the 4 las guns into your officer. Oh man, he's not going to die. Okay. And then we'll do the rest of the firepower into that mob. Crackle of auto guns and las guns were able to reduce the squad down to just 6 members. Heavy casualties on this left flank for the Kriegers. Now we are going to do the rest of the stuff off camera. I'm hoping I can destroy this blob. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units going after it. Let's see if there's any survivors. Simon at this point I think is hoping there is no survivors. They can then bring them back, but we'll see. Furious fusillades of firepower rip out from the Vraxian line. The traitors may only be militia, but they have been attending their firing range school very keenly, apparently. And we were able to absolutely wipe out this unit of Kriegers, no problem whatsoever. However, we did lose a lot of people to overcharge. In fact, every squad lost at least 1 person. Clearly, the militia's equipment is either jury-rigged or poorly maintained. We also were able to do significant damage to this blob over here. Unfortunately, we didn't quite wipe them out, and obviously, we didn't quite manage to kill him either. But that is all of my shooting. Simon will have another big blob he'll be able to bring back. I do have a charge here, though. We're going to go for the charge here. Let's see what we get. Just a little charge. That's okay. We didn't want to go too far because we don't want to open ourselves up too much. But we're going to leap over the barricades and see if we can finish these guys off. Korgoth leading the charge, getting ready to behead people with his chain axe, simply known as murder. 3 attacks from, I think it's 4 with Creed actually. We do hit with all of them, and we just need some wounds here. No wounds! Oh, clearly, ironically named chain axe. Power Fist guy is going to go in with 2. Does manage to kill one of them. And then we will have a second Power Fist guy in there as well, because it's the Cadian Command Squad. 2 hits, 2 more dead. So we will kill the remaining 3 Kriegers there. And then we will consolidate 3 inches back towards the objective, getting back over the barricade. So just nip out, kill them, and then get back in. Simon, you're going to have 45 infantry coming back in your turn. That's pretty good. And with that bit of swordplay completed, we now get to the end of round 3. Now, Simon, as per our discussions off camera, this is where you have an opportunity to call upon your extra reinforcements. So we'll explain it to the viewers. So we thought how we'd do it is we'd sort of model it a little bit around like secret mission in normal 40k. Now, obviously, a secret mission, normally it's at, I think it's at the end of round 3 or the end of round 2 going into round 3. But whatever it is, you hit that midpoint of the game and you get to choose if you're going to take a secret mission. Well, Simon, you've hit the midpoint of the game and now you get to choose whether you want to call upon your reinforcements. The cat does not count, unfortunately. Now, what these extra assets are is 3 Lehman Russ tanks. One of them will be a Lehman Russ tank commander with a demolisher cannon. And that will be Graves, the Graves tank. And so Commissar Graves will leave this blob and he will go to his tank and he'll go and get the assets. You'll also get a Lehman Russ executioner and you'll get a regular Lehman Russ battle tank. So you'll get 3 tanks. But because you have had to call upon those extra assets, High Command is going to expect more from you. Simply taking one objective won't be enough. You are commandeering vital assets that might be useful elsewhere in the war. So your win conditions will get 1 harder. So if you do call upon the assets, you would need to hold 2 objectives just to get a draw. And to get a win, High Command's expecting big things. You'd have to go after all 3 objectives. So, with that, Simon, with that knowledge, do you think you need the assets?
No.
Or do you think the infantry corps can do it?
I was going to stick with infantry.
The infantry corps?
No.
Say the line, Simon.
No.
The infantry corps! Every day at the farm! Every day... Oh, no!
I will go home. I tell you, I will go home.
We've done the corps day on the farm, meal banquet, paycheck fortune, formation parade, infantry corps. So, Simon, you're not calling upon them. No. Now, that's because you're getting 45 guys back.
Yeah.
So you think that with your 45 additional reinforcements you could place over on this side if you wanted to, that you have enough to not only take this, but maybe also take one more?
Yes. Flanky sweep.
Flanky sweep. Okay.
I've got 3 turns.
Okay, this is the only chance you have to call upon them.
Yeah, that's fine.
You find Lancer?
Yeah.
All right, so Simon is putting his faith in the infantryman and his rifle. Let us know down the comment section what you would have done. Would you have gone for the extra assets and made the mission harder? Or would you have stuck with the waves of infantry and had the mission objectives be a little bit more achievable? Let's see if Simon has made the right decision. We're going into Krieg, turn 4. Send in the next wave. Drive them, men, drive them. The Krieg reinforcements are here and they are not messing about. But to be fair, neither of the Vraksians were able to kill 3 from this blob with free Overwatch from this and with spent Overwatch from this. Now, me and Simon just realised that we've had a bit of a brain moment and we haven't been doing the Kriegers with their +1 to hit when they take some casualties. Now, a lot of the time you've been at range and it's only been a few shots here and there, so it might have made a difference. It might have made a bit of a difference, but we're just going to say, narratively, that the first wave, because pretty much these are all the first wave is dead now, was all of the freshly drafted conscripts. Freshly drafted conscripts who were sent in to just absorb the first lot of firepower. Now, this is the second wave, and they are the true Kriegers, some veterans of the line there. And so we'll remember it now that you do have grim demeanour. So there we go. We messed up a little bit, but we've come up with a good narrative justification for it, which is not too bad. So let us now go into your shooty. You've done some smoke barrage here for some defensiveness, because I'm actually too close now for you to do incendiary barrage. And you've also gone for a fixed bayonets over here, a move over here, and you've gone for take aim here and on this unit as well. Over here, there was no orders possible because these guys failed their battle shock test, but you've brought forward them and you brought forward him for maybe a bit of a cheeky charge. Maybe you can get yourself killed in my turn and then come back in your turn and come back in your turn again. All right, so where do you want to start, Si?
We're going to put the plasmas into the heavy weapon squad.
Ah, okay.
Everything else into that.
Okay, so plasma and melter, mayhaps?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So you are going to have 6 plasma shots if you include the sergeants. If you want to overcharge them.
Yes. Let's sod it. Let's do it.
Okay.
So they'll be hitting on
3s. I can't. Not my picket squad is now gone. Trace diversion's now gone.
It's not. It doesn't. Yeah. So it's only gives them the plus there.
Yeah. The smoke doesn't screw you over. It only screws me over.
No. I was thinking because they've lost a unit as well.
Oh no, you are correct. So you'll be on 2s.
Right. In that case, I'm just going to do the plasmas and the melters and 2 plasma pistols into those.
And everything else over here. Okay. So
4 plasmas.
4 plasmas. Yeah. 1 drop.
I've got to miss one. It's the law. Overcharging.
Okay.
2s.
2s. Well, 1's going to live. Okay. So that'll be AP -3, but I will be on a 6-up save because I'm on a 3-up save right now. I didn't make it. I was hoping for double 6 to really upset you.
And the 2 melters.
And the 2 melter guns. You get a couple of hits there. 1 wound. Don't roll a 1 on the damage. It's okay. So scouring the heights, scouring the ruins of autocannons. The Kriegers have successfully destroyed this hard point. Okay.
2 plasma pistols into the.
Yep, absolutely. 1 hit. 1 wound. 1 6-up. No. So 1 more is going to be gone. Okay, and then we will do your small arms, and we'll be back with the final result. A few defenders on this barricade do tumble, they do fall, but most of them are able to hold. The 3-up save against small arms being very, very useful here. No one overcharged it too much on Simon's side, so no hazardous issues there. Where are we going over to next, Simon?
So we're going to do this squad into them.
So these guys are going to be hitting on 4s because they're a fresh squad. Yeah. And they've not taken any casualties.
So if I overcharge, you'll be on a 6-up, yeah?
Yes.
Right, so I'm going to overcharge.
Okay, so we're doing the big stuff first. All of the big shots, I suppose.
So I'll be hitting on 3s because I've not lost anyone in this squad.
You should be hitting on 4s because you've not got take aim, you've got move.
Ah, yes, 4s. Very good point.
I saw those 2 3s and heard you go.
2.
Okay, 2 6-ups. Nope, that's the opposite of 2 6-ups.
And they're all surviving.
Okay, no hazardous issues.
2 melters.
2 melters. Couple of hits. Couple of wounds. I don't get a save against melters. I don't want to lose the sergeant.
I'll get a plasma pistol with the command squad.
You do? Are you overcharging it?
Yes.
It could kill the guy.
Oh, that's a good point. No, I won't.
Hit. Wound. I do lose a guy anyway.
The thingy. How many did you have in?
Is there a grenade launcher?
Yeah.
At the start, there would have been 15, so you get +3. So 6 in total.
And 3s.
3s indeed.
2.
And I'm okay.
And so that's going to be 3 plus 4, 17.
Is it a crap load?
Yeah.
A crap load of las guns. You're all in rapid fire range. So 34 shots. We're back in a moment. The combination of the remaining las guns plus the special weapons from this unit was able to thin out Korgoth's Conquerors pretty effectively. And there's still another brick to go. Simon, where are we going next?
I'm going to go over here.
Okay, we're coming over here.
And they're going to go into the squad right in front of them.
Into this squad right here. Okay. This is a fresh squad.
Yeah.
So you've got take aim, but you haven't got a grim demeanor, so it's going to be 3s.
Yes. Overcharging plasmas.
Okay. 2 hits.
Every time I've done that, I've missed half.
You will have a 50% hit rate.
Not on 3s.
No, you will.
Or 2s before.
You will have a 50% hit rate. 2 6s for me. I pass 1. So just one guy will die. 2 pistols. Both hit. Whoa, double 1. Didn't change the power cell before you fired it.
Let's do the... Oh, Christ alive.
Hitting on 3s. So there was 2 hits then. Oh, was that your hazardous? Oh, no, yeah, 2 die.
So we'll have to bring them back.
Alright.
2 melters.
Yeah. 2 hits. 2 wounds.
Plasma pistol, I'm not overcharging from the command squad.
It is a hit. It is a wound. I do...
yeah, 5 up.
I do fire. Yeah, I haven't got take cover on here.
And so that's 3 plus...
at the time of starting, it would have been 3 plus 3.
Oh, 3.
Oh, no, plus 4. You're okay. Yeah, sorry, it was a 20 mana.
Right, so I've got another one. No, misses. 4.
Okay, you've got 3 ups here. Lose 2.
And then 34.
And then we'll be back with those lasguns, boys, because there's a lot of dice, so we'll be back once they've done their thing. The front line being heavily thinned here. With the fractions are going to be on the back foot. Let's see, what have you got? Last squad, is it, Simon?
I've still got the...
Last major squad, I suppose. Got the pitter-patter over here. So we'll do this squad on camera. What have you got?
3 plasma shots in range.
Ah, you're going for this squad?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
And 2.
2. 1 live, 1 dies. Hazardous.
Okie dokie.
You're okay.
1 melter. No, misses. And then I've got 15 because I've got 1 in rapid fire range.
Right, well, let's see what these lasguns can do live on in Technicolor.
Probably not a great deal if anything to go by, but we'll see.
Yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad. Pretty. I should roll these. I should make you roll your lasgun shots on camera more often. Apparently, you actually hit statistically better.
2, 3, 4, 5, 8.
A whole 8, eh? 3 ups. 1, 2, go down. All right, 2 more casualties from this squad. Fair enough.
Right.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do these completely off camera.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with some bayonets. A few final casualties in the shooting phase. Now it's over to the charge phase. And are you charging across the line?
Yes.
All right. Fixed bayonets all the way, baby.
Apart from there's anyone who's got the order. But that's beside
But the principle
yes.
of fixed bayonets. So you're going here into here.
Yeah.
And here into here.
So 7 to there first.
They will make it all to the barricade. No problems whatsoever there. All right. He's going lone wolf in it, is he?
Yeah.
In an effort to try and get himself killed so he can come back.
4 or 5.
It's over 5, so it's a 5-inch charge. He's good. Bosch, remember he has got 2 wounds left.
1 wound.
Is he? I thought. Did he take 2?
Yeah, it took 2.
Okay, that's fine.
9-inch.
9-inch charge here. This is the big one.
Is this the one? No, this isn't the one I want, sir.
CPU roll potentially.
So I'm going to start with these boys over here.
Okay, now you're charging both of these units.
Yeah.
So it'll be a 4-inch charge. Easy peasy. So we'll move you in. You're fighting up the barricades there. This guy can sneak through to there. And they're going to go like that. All right. Next unit. Now that is over 6, so 6-inch charge.
Right, this is the important one.
This is the important one. He wants to try and break through. It's not enough. CPU roll. They make it. They make it.
I don't mind. My arse was twitching then.
So we'll just move a few in and then we'll move the rest in off camera. But we'll just know that they've made it. 9-inch charge here.
Yes.
All right. No, not quite enough. 9-inch charge here. Ooh, they want it. All right. Definitely going to spill over the barricades here. Okie croaky. Well, let's move you guys in and see what happens in the fight phase. Starting off with the fight phase, Commissar Graves' squad is going to take the lead here, and you are going to fight me with 13 bayonets and Commissar Graves' very own power sword. So what are you going to roll first?
We'll do the normal attacks first.
Normal attacks first, okay.
So it's still force?
Still force to... yes, I don't think you take any casualties on that squad.
Fours.
Indeed. Fours and fours.
2.
Just 2. Okay. 1 pass, 1 fail. Then you've got the Commissar's power sword. That's 3 attacks. He's hitting on 3s. He only gets 1 hit. Can he cut 1 down? He does cut another 1 down. All right. I will fight back over here just for the sake of it. So I've got 1 guy with a power fist. He has hit you no times. Because I haven't got fixed bayonet. Oh no, I do have fixed bayonets then from last turn. So I will hit you twice. And I will kill 2. And then I've got Flagman. Doesn't hit you. And then I will have Korgoth. Will murder take some heads this time. Takes 1 head. Alright. So 1 more dead. Because it's AP 2. So we've knocked down 3, but we've definitely taken a beating there. Do I want to interrupt? I think I do. I think I want to interrupt here before you do everything you're going to do. So I'm going to spend my 2 CP. Now, it's a little... I'm going to go with the big squad. So I've got chainsword plus... I've got 2 chainswords. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 attacks. All right, so that's 6. That's 11. Hitting on 4s. Come on, counter-offensive. Come on. Wounding on 4s. Oh, just 1 wound. At least we got 1. At least we got 1. Okay, Simon, you will be striking back now. You'll have 1 power sword and 2 attacks going into here. Okay. And then you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks going into here.
Plus fixed bayonets.
Fixed bayonets gives you +1 to hit.
Oh, of course, right. So I'll be hitting on 2s.
You'll be hitting on 2s. So power sword first.
2 shot, 2.
Just 2, yeah. 2 hits. Wounding on 3.
Actually, I don't want to do my power sword first because oh no, they're only 1 wound each, aren't they?
Well, he's got 3 wounds.
Yeah.
So it makes no difference.
Oh,
he hasn't got an invulnerable save, so it makes no difference.
That's what I was thinking. 3s.
It'll be 2s to wound because you're below half strength. If you can actually roll into the tray, that would be great. Nope, double 1. 2 regular bayonet attacks. 1 hit. 1 wound. I do lose a guy, so the attendant has died. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 going into this squad. Hitting on 2s. Doing his very best to roll as many 1s as possible. You have managed to wound though. And you have managed to kill 1. Okay. So you're going to kill a guy. I think we'll have to kill this guy over here actually because he's a little bit exposed. Alright, I will fight back over here just for the sake of it, so we don't miss it. So, Power Fist guy. He has hit you twice, because he doesn't hit on 3s. He's killed 2 of you. And then obviously this squad has already fought, so it doesn't get to fight again. Over here, Simon is going to put 2 attacks into the regular bozo. He was a little 1-man guy. Simon didn't realise, so we just said he had the distance. He got an 11, so you can make that no problem. And then you're going to put everyone else into here. Now, everyone else is going to consist of... we'll say these 2 are going into...
11 plus a 3-inch consolidate. I'll be able to get them all in.
I think so. I think that's fair enough. Yep. So, there's a command squad here as well. So, you'll have 2 attacks on this guy first. 2 hits. Oh, okay. 1 wound. He lives. He wants it. He won't die. Picket squad's still going. And then it'll be minus... Oh, it's going to be a lot, man. Like 16 regular attacks on this unit first. And then 2 power swords and then the command squad afterwards. Let's see if you can kill me with them bayonets.
I think you overwatched me as well.
We'll say this is how many you've got plus the commands, including the command squad. Force to wound.
6.
There you go. I died.
Well, there's only 4 left with her.
one. There's only 3 left in that squad. I thought there was 4, but I remembered he was the remaining guy. So you've done me. You've bloody done me. All right, you've just got the fight over here. Do you want to do that quickly?
Do the Commissar first.
Commissar first, okay.
3 hits.
Kills 3.
Yeah.
Sergeant left is going to try and hit you back. He's hit you twice. Can he kill you? He's got a wound. You're fine.
Oh, die, will you?
All right, there you go. And then over here.
So I've got 2 sergeants.
Yeah. There's 4 power sword attacks hitting on 3s.
So my hitting on 3s is definitely 50-50.
1 dead.
And
then you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 regular guys. 2 wounds. Fail both. All right, and then let's see if I can kill you back. So I'll have 2. My paladin stuff will be like that. Everyone's going up to the barricade, essentially. So it's going to be... Well, I suppose technically he'd have to hop over here, there, but let's not worry about it too much. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus an additional 4 for the sergeants. So it is going to be 15 attacks. Okay, see if the Vraksians can throw back these guys. I need 1 more dice. Okay, miss, 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 miss. Force to wound. That will be 4 wounds. So I can't wipe you out, but I can severely upset you. That'll be 4 dead. So we'll send what we'll go. Yeah, 1. You will have to lose the medic because of coherency, but I don't think you care because you want them to die and come back anyway. So you'll be all right. All right, there you are. Contact across the line. Contact across the line. Look at this. Oh, they're spilling over the barricades and all the places. I think we've probably got. We've got to do a big counter-attack now, boys. We've got to do everything that we can to try and throw them back. Remember, we just have to hold on until the end of turn 6. So it's going to be 2 I've got to hold on against 2 more turns of Krieg Onslaught. And I will have the final hurrah as the defender. So maybe I'll be able to do it. Maybe I won't. The right flank is dwindling. Dwindling, I say. Middle's looking fine. I reckon I can clear this out. Left is looking fine. It's going to be close. Let's see what happens in Vraks. Traitors. Turn 4. With faith in the Emperor and pure numbers, the Krieg have begun to overwhelm the defence lines of the Vraksian renegades. But we shall not go silently into the night. We shall not go out without a fight. We are going to give it one last big push. I think this is the big hurrah of the Vraksians. I do wonder how the hell I'm going to survive turn 5 and 6. But you know what? If I get overrun by pure Krieg numbers, that is what we call a good narrative game. So let's go through what I've done. So these guys failed their battle shock. So they've stayed in combat because I didn't want them to fall back and all die. He's passed his battle shock, but he's just going to stay in combat anyway because he's got a power fist. Creed passed battle shock, fell back, and I've done I've done take cover and fixed bayonets on them, on the survivors of her blob, or of Korgot's blob, I should say, his blob. And then we've got this unit here has gone for take aim. We've got all of our guns facing that way, and we're hopefully going to be able to charge this way. Hopefully we can tie up this blob while slaughtering that blob. And then over here, we have gone for, we fell back with the survivor. Picket guy is still here. He's still not died. And he passes battle shock as well. He can't do anything, but he passes battle shock.
Fair play to him.
Fair play. He's going to have, you know what? He's going to have an order. He can have one. He is going to have extra armor to take cover. We went for fixed bayonets here. We went for down here. This guy did pass his battle shock. Fire here. There we go. So let's go for some shooting. And I'm going to start off with the automated defense turrets. See what they can do. So, nearest unit is probably this one. To be absolutely fair, right? I think they are probably a bit closer. I would love for it to be that, but we can't be cheating now. So 6 shots over here. We have got 2 hits. 2 wounds, no AP. 1 dead, 1 alive. Oh no, you're over. To be fair, you're over the barricade, so yeah, you're fine. And then this one definitely would shoot over here. But no hits this time. It's funny, the heavy bolter started off as the good one. Yeah. And this one was bad, and now they've both gone a bit. Then it went over the assault cannon doing good. Now they've both gone a bit crap. I guess it's just poor grade ammunition in them. They're starting to struggle a bit. We'll go for... I'll tell you what. 2 bolt pistols in here. 1 hit. 1 wound. 1 dead. The remaining non-sergeant. Thought you want to keep your power swords. Yeah. And then I'm going to have this unit here. This unit here is going to fire everything into them. Okay. So we're going to have...
I will get cover here, won't I?
Yes. Yeah. But I'm going to overcharge so it doesn't matter. Yes. So overcharge the plasma. 2 dead. 1 of my guys dies. 2 melter.
I don't think your -1's hit me.
I forgot up to this point, but that was a 2. I'll remember from now on. It's a 2 and a 6. So the 6 wouldn't. The 6 wouldn't have hit anyway. The 2 would have missed anyway. So 1 more dead from the melter.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of these squads have got smoke shells on, haven't they?
Yeah.
This one as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, I'm pretty certain, because that was for them. That was for them.
They were on the table at the time, weren't they? So it wasn't, they're not -1, they are.
And they are?
They are. I can't remember what else we put it on.
Must be bang, we'll say bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, that's
fair. So I'm not going to be shooting them anyway. I think they were reinforcements, so it would have just been them.
They were reinforcements, so it'd be them, and them.
Okay, there you go. Fair enough. So they were reinforcements. Yes. So they wouldn't be mad. Yeah, they wouldn't be smoked. Yeah. So all right, we've caught it now. It hasn't made a difference to any of the dice rolls we've done up until this point. We've got 1, 2. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus another 6 guys. So 11 shots from the lads' guns. Tell you what, we'll do those off camera. We were able to kill a few more from this blob. It is badly injured, but it has not been wiped out. We're just running out of men. And the Kriegers don't seem to have that same problem. It's insane. Over to here, we're going to spend a CP for grenades. God damn it. If any of these Vraks militia would have grenades, it would be the ones that were bodyguarding the Flayer himself. Let's go. 2 dead from the grenade, Si. But guess what? You have a 6-up feel no pain because of your alchemist. Everyone said it was useless. He is. It's just it's a very niche use case. We're going to shoot the autocannons down into you now. Oh, bloody hell. Hitting on 3s. Okay. And wounding on 2s. Okay, that's going to be 5 wounds at AP1, but you will have some cover here because I'm shooting over here. So 5s.
5, sorry, that's right.
Plus 1 minus 1. So 4 more dead. Okay, we're going to fire everything from the command blob into you. Let's see what is left after they're done. The Flayer atomizes 1 of these upstart fleshlings. The rest of its squad pile in, and once they are all said and done, there is just 5 men left and the command squad, getting them below half strength. That is all of my shooting. I am definitely running a little low on bodies. This is truly what it must have felt like to have been the defenders of Vraks. Just no matter how many of the Kriegers you seem to kill, they kept attacking day in, day out, wave in, wave out. But we must keep fighting. We must defend the Cardinal. We must do what we can to defeat the force of the unclean. And now we're going to go for a charge. Fixed bayonets! And we're in. They're not super up for it, but they were so close they couldn't fail. Same over here. Fix bayonets, boys. Get in amongst them.
Overwatch over there.
You're going to Overwatch me? Okay. Yeah. I'll move all my guys in. We'll do Overwatch off camera because it's hit on 6s and stuff. Yeah. And we'll see what's left. 1 year later. Simon rolled a lot of dice to kill 1 man. Poor bastard. Poor bastard for me and poor bastard for you for your dice rolls. Okay. We're going to go for some combat. Now, you probably can interrupt.
Yeah, I mean, I've got 4 left.
Okay, so I'm going to go over here first because I think I've got a better odds over here. So we're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've already piled in here, so it makes sense for you to go here first anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12 plus 6, 18 attacks. 6 for the chainswords. All right, let's do 9 and 9. So the first batch of melee attacks, it's only 3 hits. But it is 2 wounds. And then we've got another wave here. Come on, clubs, bayonets, bits of pipe, whatever we can. Another 2, 4 wounds in total. We do claw 3 of the Kriegers down. Now, the Kriegers are going to get to activate. Commissar's going to come in here. So you can comfortably get 2 ranks. So 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 regular blokies. And then I'm gonna count him. So 15 regular blokes and 3 power fist attacks and 3 power sword attacks. So this could be brutal for the Vraksians, but we're going to try.
So hitting on 3s and 2s, is that right?
Yes.
So the 2s.
Power sword first.
Yeah.
All hit.
And the 3s.
We might as well roll to wound with them because they wound on 3s.
And they all wound on 3s.
No.
We've got 2 power weapons.
One's a power fist, so that's slightly different.
Fair enough. 2.
2 dead. All right. And then power fist guy hits on 3s, not 2s. 2 hits and kills on 2s though. 2 more. Oh, this charge may have been ill-fated. 15 attacks now, hitting on 3s, winning on 4s.
6, 9, 12. 3s and 4s, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, it's a good volley. Or a good stabby. All right. How many?
6.
I have 6 dice prepared. Oh, they've managed to cling on. Just a couple go down. That could be big. That could be big. The Vraksian militia bravely selling their lives to hold back the corpse god's lackeys. Okay, now over here. So that wasn't an interrupt, obviously. No. That was just we're sorting this out. Now you could interrupt over here if you wanted to. You still have the capability of doing that.
Actually, I will do because I've got the full command squad, haven't I? So
yes. So your command squad is going to have 2 guys with power swords in it.
Yeah.
They're going to hit on the same, so it's going to be hitting on 2s now. 2s. Because of... oh,
yeah, because it's command squad,
because I'm pretty certain it's 2s. Roll dice, and if you get any 2s, we can always double check it.
So 6, yeah?
Yeah, because there's 2 guys with power swords. Didn't get any 2s, so it didn't matter. And then it'll be 2s to kill, because you're below half strength, so you're +1 to wound as well.
Nice.
Cut down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, there you go.
And then what else have I got left?
And then you've got 4 guys. 4 of the guys in the command squad with 2 attacks each. That's 8 attacks.
Yeah.
And then you've got plus another 3 is 11 attacks.
Yeah.
And then 2 power swords. 2 power sword attacks, not 2 in total. So 11 basics. 11 basic guys first.
3s. 3s, yeah?
3s and 3s, baby. Yes, you below half strength. Yeah, 3s and 3s. Oh, 4, 3? 3. You do kill 3 though, if it's any consolation. That will actually kill the bodyguard squad. Rockrow Shaggy. Power sword guy gets 1 hit, sorry, and doesn't kill anyone. All right, now I'm going to hit you back. I've got my own power fist man. He's going to get 2 hits and 2 kills. So I've got 2 power fists because I've got the officer and the guy that gets an extra power fist. He's going to get 2 again. So that's going to be 4 dead in total from the power fists. Yeah. And then we're going to have 6 attacks from the regular bozos. No, I'm not on fixed bayonets. But that will be 3 more saves. So 2 more. So that's 6 dead in total. That will be the command squad and 1 guy from the... the squad and 1 guy from the command squad. Then we've got the Lord Solar. He might be able to finish you off. He just gets 6 attacks hitting on 2s. He's dropped 1. I don't think he can finish you now because you've got multiple wounds. But he will kill 5 of you. So he actually will leave the Commissar. Who are you? I'm guessing this guy is the leader, right? He will be alive on a wound.
You've done it to me again.
I think so. So 4. And then, yeah, he's alive on 1 wound. Ha! I'm not doing it on purpose. I was hoping to kill him. So they are dead. So you will get 1 blob back. Oh, we still have to, oh, you might get 2 blobs back. Yeah. No, you get to fight first here. So
I've got both officers.
You've got 1 officer, 1 normal guy. You had to because of coherency.
So, power sword.
Miss.
Normal dude.
Does hit. Does wound. Does kill a guy. All right. And then I'm going to hit you back. I've got 2 chainsword guys. And so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 8 regulars plus 6 chainsword is 14. So 8 regulars, 6 chainswords. I do have fixed bayonets this time because that's what I ordered them to have. And I do put a lot of wounds on you. That's going to be 6 wounds. You are dead. That means you're going to get another 20 guys, like 40 Kriegers back on the penultimate turn. Oh!
I feel dirty because of how long you did this to me for.
Nah, it's totally okay, man. Like this. I knew you getting reinforcements back would be like super powerful, but when we're playing a narrative game, it's never ever about winning and losing. It's always about the vibes. It's always about like, how does it feel? What's the story you're trying to tell? And the story we're trying to tell is like how horrendous it would be to face a Krieg attack when it's just wave after wave after wave of guys just boiling up out of no man's land. Yeah. Oh, we just have a comment over here. You are right. It's my turn, right? So you get to fight first.
Yes.
So you've got 1 guy in here with the power sword, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 guys over here. So power sword into my officer first.
So 2 attacks.
Yeah. Oh, he wants it. 2 hits. Does he wound?
So I'll be +1 to it, won't I?
Yes, with 2 to wound.
I am going to CP that one.
Okay, you can't kill me.
Can't I?
No, I've got 3 wounds.
Oh, right, in that case I won't bother.
So I'll just take a wound, and I'll be down to 2. Because I don't get an invulnerable save. And then 4 regular attacks. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s.
So that's 3.
That's 3. See, everyone's going on about how Acadians are better in this edition. But in a guard versus guard, in this codex.
I need to do a thing for them at some point as well.
Battle shot.
Yeah.
In a guard versus guard battle, Krieg actually beat Acadians. I do lose 2 guys. But I will strike you back. I've got 2 chain swords. And I've got 2 regular bozos. Hitting on 4s. 2 hits. 1 wound. Can we bring one of you down? We can bring one of you down on a 4-up save. So that is going to be... not the medic, I presume. No. This guy here. Alright. So that is my turn 4. Oh, I've got Powerfist guy.
Yeah.
Powerfist guy, of course, of course. Oh, 1 minute, one more attack. He has hit you. He has killed 1 more. All right. You'd probably have to lose this guy, otherwise you'll break coherency. So put that guy back there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Because then they basically explode. Explode down the line. So, end of turn 4. We're at the barricades. These guys are dead. Let's not kill ourselves. We're just about holding the barricades, but the middle is now open. We're relying entirely on the automated defenses to try and slow people down. We have basically cleared out this. Obviously, there's this one guy over here. He's still going, but I think the next wave of Kriegers is probably going to seal the deal. Maybe you won't even need turn 6, Simon. If you can get it, if it looks done by turn 5, we'll do it by turn 5. Let's see what happens going into Krieg turn 5. Can they deliver the killing blow? Looming out of the smoke and fire of no man's land, another wave of Krieg approaches. I have to say, Simon, you said you were going to do flanky sweep, but you've just been hitting me across the whole front line the entire time.
No, the flanky sweeps worked.
I suppose you did it. It's just one extra bit of...
No, because it's pulled out your thing in the centre.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
It's worked. It's done.
It's finally worked. So you've brought forward your guys here. Have you gone for a fixed bayonets?
I can't give him an order.
Oh, you can from the Lord Soul, from him.
Oh, right.
So you might as well have a fixed bayonets. There you go.
Okay, yeah.
He can do fixed bayonets, and then you can do fixed bayonets on this squad here as well. Yeah. So everyone's getting bayonets. Yeah. They weren't in range for an order.
No.
Because he would have been back here with no Voxcaster. Yeah. And they've just come on, so they don't have an order.
Yeah.
Yes. So these are where the reinforced come on. You did have a big blob here.
Yes, and
then I went absolutely ham with free Overwatch, and paid for Overwatch, and I've slaughtered you down to 5 guys.
Yes.
That's quite... It does make sense. You are literally charging through the main gates with nary a care for your own safety. Now, do you have any shells that you want to do? I guess smoke and smoke?
Smoke. Oh,
you can't smoke them?
Smoke.
Yes, 1, 2, 3 smokes?
Yeah.
All right, smoke. Smoke on that one. Smoke on that one. There we go. Just to keep us a bit of a reminder. All right. Clearly didn't help them over here, though.
No, pretty poo at that, to be fair.
All right. Well, this is like this one little smoke coming up. Simon, this very well could be the death blow that you need to deliver to my army.
Yes.
Where are you going to start?
This squad.
Yeah.
2 melters into... Yeah.
Yeah.
Overcharging all the plasmas into these.
Yeah. Small arms.
And small arms into those.
Those ones.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Double melter first sight. Let's see what you can do. It's a double hit.
I needed that.
2 to wound. 1 wound.
And I'm going to CP that one.
He's CP rerolling. He's down to one CP.
Two. It was on 2.
Okay, fair.
And I got 1 and didn't.
Yeah. 2 wounds. 2 4-ups here. I've passed both of them. The Flare's arcane, dark, Mechanicus technology flickering into life. The melter beams come in and they just go into his little energy absorber at the back here and he just goes, delicious energy. All right. Plasma here. So you're going to have 6 plasma shots in total with the pistols.
Yeah, all overcharge.
All overcharge all the way. You've got 3 hits. That's what you're looking for. You need 2s. Okay, so 2. I will have a 6-up save here. I pass one of them. Just 1 base goes down. These Vraxians will not go silently into the night. We won't go down quickly, boys. Come on, those autocannons. The barrels of the autocannons are glowing hot at this point. They've been firing every turn, including on Overwatch. Pretty much every turn, it's like boom, 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 just smashing it.
And then 24 shots.
24 shots over here.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be back in a moment. After all was said and done, only a couple of Vraxians fell here. And thanks, as Simon was just saying off camera, thanks to some lucky dice rolling on my end, only 1 base died to his special weapons. Simon, same again, or?
No, because I need to get rid of him.
You want to get rid of him?
All the melters, all the plasma into him.
Everything?
Yeah, all the small arms into those guys.
Into the 5 men here?
None,
or into them?
Into them.
Into the autocannons. Okay, so double melter first. He's got a hit. And a miss. These are 2 to wound. He's got the wound. I fail my save. I'm going to CP reroll. I passed my save. It's down to the plasma. I'm out of CP now, though.
Can't kill him.
You can with plasma.
No, you're going to have to save the way you're saving. I'm not going to hit them all because I'm hitting on 4s.
That is technically enough to kill him, though. You need 2s to wound. It could happen, Si. It could happen. 4 up invulnerable saves. And he takes 4 wounds in total. And he has 4 wounds left. The Flayer lives! His crazy energy field consisting of warp energy and the souls of the damned and everything.
Get to the business end and your luck just goes ballistic.
Hey, it's some people say it's luck, some people say it's cooked dice.
I won't be surprised, to be fair.
No, man, it's definitely not.
So there's 3.
3. Oh, this is the small arms, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Might as well give them a bit of showtime on camera.
5, 7, 8.
Okay, I got 6 here. I got 8 here. 1, 2, 3 will go down. So that will leave the officer and the flag. The colours must fly. The colours must still fly. We may not have an equivalent to fight under. We still have a flag to fight under. You coming in here?
Yeah.
Melter gun is out, but the 2 plasma guns would be at long range.
So 2 plasmas overcharging.
Hitting on 3s.
All my thingies.
1 hit. We will wound. He will save it.
Have you literally made...
I've made quite a lot.
So that's 1, 2... You've made like...
I failed 2 out of everything.
2 out of 12. Is it? Same. Right. Right. Over
I don't want to hear a goddamn word. You've got infinite reinforcements, motherfucker. I don't want to hear a goddamn word.
What's the matter if I can't kill you? So he's all right. One of these dies.
Are you doing hazardous? Just pick one out, yeah.
And
we know it's a plasma gun guy. Should be 4 from each squad, by the way, because there's 2 plasma pistols. Yeah, just there you go.
one over there.
No, you're fine. Good.
And then 2 over here.
You're okay. You're okay.
Over here, gonna everything into the squad that's so.
So you're because you fell back, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right. Well, we'll do that off camera because if there's any surviving, that'll be amazing. I've not got an invulnerable save or anything. So do that off camera. A few pistols off camera, then to fight, charge and fight phase.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Let's see what happens. Despite the overwhelming numerical superiority of the Death Korp of Krieg, it does not appear to counteract Oberleutnant Simon's, Lord Marshal Simon's terrible luck, and Archon Mordian's good luck. In total, Simon, I think you killed 6 models.
Yeah.
With all of this.
Yes.
I think it's time for the bayonet.
Yeah.
Where are you charging?
They're going to charge into him.
Charge into the last remaining guy. Off you go. It's not a long one. That's more than enough. They'll make it. They fell back. They're already engaged. They can charge over here, I suppose. Reroll that. I don't think that'll be enough on a 6. I think you...
I think you're probably right.
Yeah, yes. Not quite. Okay. I'll pop it back. Yeah, that's fine. Whoa.
Right, and 2/9 each
like
charges.
A glove. Well, okay, so where are you charging? Here?
So
and here?
Here and there.
Okay, all right. Who's going first?
These boys are going first.
Okay. Come on, boys. You can do it. No. CP?
Yes.
Can't do it. A 3 into a 3. Next unit. That's it. No, they don't make it. But this is huge because this completely overwhelms this side. And it gives you this turn and my turn of combat to sweep in. The right flank could win you this game. But you've got 1 turn left to do it.
That's just been an absolute car crash.
Ever since the Picket squad. Picket guy is still alive. That's what it is. Picket guy is still going. All right.
He's charging over there. Might finally die. There you go.
Into the bigger squad. Yeah. Try and get... He's like, how about you, men?
So
all right.
First.
We'll do that first because why not? He hits 3 times. He kills 2 guys. I've got 2 riflemen left. I'm going to fight back. I'll probably get about 5.
Over there first.
Yeah, we're just doing it here so we don't forget. So 5 attacks here. Hit you 4 times. I only wound you twice. He's okay, he's dead. He's dead, he'll come back in your turn. So the command squad will come back. Obviously you won't have anyone to attach to, but it will come back. And you will, when they come back, you will be able to do 2 orders with it as well. So, could be big.
Yes.
Well, do you want to go next over here? Oh, well, shall we move you in and then do that? Swarming over the now clear barricades. Not abandoned, but everyone who was on them has died, apart from 1 man. Simon, you have 2 power swords that can kill him. Do you want to see if you can get it done? You do have a fixed bayonets on here. So you'll be hitting on 3s. Okay, you just need one of these to be a 3-up and he will be dead. It's definitely happened. He is dead and you will be able to consolidate onto the objective as well. Yes. And you have now pretty confidently with a full 20-man blob secured the ammo dump. That is no longer stickied by the Cadians / Vraxians. And you are going to have that in your clutches. So you've got the draw. Pretty much, I don't think there's anything I can do to force you back over there. So do you want to do your next your next combat? Ooh, that's actually quite fortuitous.
It's me, isn't it?
I know it's my turn, so I will get to strike first. You are right. I am the defender. You've done the charger over there. You've done the charger over there, yes. So it's just over here. So I'm going to have 1 sergeant for 3 attacks, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 9 attacks in total. We'll just roll them here. 9 attacks from the militia. Desperately trying to hold back here. They had a fire order on them last turn, so they won't be hitting very well. They've managed to do 3 wounds though. Can they kill 3 Kriegers? They killed 2 of them, but they won't be 2 that affect the combat because they wouldn't be in combat anyway. So there you go. I am loving the piles of dead across the battlefield, man. I think it really adds to it.
You've got fixed bayonets on them. You
have fixed bayonets for sure. So you're hitting on 2s with the power sword. You're hitting on 2s with everyone.
Right. So I've got power fist.
So you'd have a power fist hitting on 2s. And wounding on 2s. That's 2 dead.
Yeah.
Bang, bang. And then you're going to have 3 7-power sword attacks. I think you're going to clear them, man. 7 power swords. And kept wounding on 3s. So 4 dead. There is 1 man left. And he's got to take, let's say 14. I think you'd be able to get that with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then times that by 2. Yeah, 12 because of the 2 power swords. 12 because of the 2 power swords that would have been there. So 12 attacks. You've got 1 guy to kill, hitting on 3s, winning on 4s. Hitting on 2s, sorry.
2s and 3s, isn't it? Oh, no.
Yeah. It was 2s before as well, but I don't think I don't think we messed up because we were saying 2s and everything, weren't we? Yeah. Okay, he's not looking great. He has died.
I was waiting for the bullshit.
He's died with a rally.
I was waiting for the bullshit.
So those Vraxians have been cleared. They held you up for as long as they could. But you are going to also be able to consolidate onto the objective with this squad here.
And can you consolidate those?
Yeah, way? I'm doing it for you now, man. There you go. They're all the ones that will be able to get close to the objective. That is going to be your turn 5. I've got Vraxian turn 5 with a handful of models left. And then I've got to see if I can do anything to hold this turn 6. But it's not looking good. I'm not going to lie. Let's see what happens in the penultimate turn for the traitors. Turn 5, and the remnants of the Vraks Defence Force have decided to go all in. And the reason for this, dear viewers, is because, well, there's really not much we can do to hold back the Kriegers. Even if I charge these guys and tie them up to try and slow them down, they can move, and they can fall back, and they can get to here. And you might be like, but Mordian, what if you get them below half strength and they fail a battle shock test and then they can't receive orders? Krieg Command Squad, my dear viewers. You can always receive orders. You can always be affected by stratagems. People say it's not good. Turns out, in a narrative game, it's perfect.
That's a niche thing that will come up once every 15 games and win you the game.
There you go, game winning then, technically. So, because of this, very little I can do to stop Simon from, Commandant Simon, Lord Marshal Simon, from overwhelming me. We had decided to go out in a blaze of glory. So I'm going to just shoot and charge everything, and then we will call it there. We don't need the extra turn 6. So that's good. So we're going to start off over here. We've got Creed with her pistols. Korgoth with his pistols, I should say. Hits 3 times. Kills. We get 6 save. 3 if you go over here. 2 guys will die over there. Overcharged plasma pistol. Screw it, why not? Missed. Kill myself.
Handy.
Unreliable plasma pistols. And then lasgun guy. Hit. Doesn't wound. There you go. Flare's going to shoot over here. We've got Saul's Righteous Gaze. 2 attacks. 2 hits. He is dead. Doesn't even get a save. Bang. And then it's going to be Flamer guy into here. Gets the big 6. Picket guy! Picket guy's still going, man. He's great. He's the hero of the hour. He is. 4 wounds over here. Kills 4 of them. And then which defense turret will have the honor of killing it? We'll see if the assault cannon one can do it. I think it really wants it. Jesus wept. He is, well, he might survive. He did not survive. There you go. And that, kids, is why you don't charge down. Technically, I was -1 to hit them.
Yes.
But I got 3 6s,
yeah.
So it didn't matter. And you only roll 3 saves anyway, so it's fine. But that is, kids, why you don't charge through the main gates whilst the automated defense turrets are on. Over here, plasma pistol. Hits. Kills a guy. He doesn't die. Lasgun. Hits twice. Wounds once. You're okay. Over here, 2 plasma guns. They won't. They're going to charge, so they're not going to be hitting. Good. 1 dead over here from the plasma. Hazardous. I lose 1 guy. Melter guy. That would have been fine. So that was a miss. Grenade. 1 shot plus 3 because you ended up exploding some of your own men. 2 wounds over here. No AP. 2 dead. And then 2 bolt pistols. 2 hits. That's definitely cocked. 1 wound, please. Bang! Kill someone with a bolt pistol. 1 bolt pistol from this chap here. Miss. And autocannons, 1 last pom-pom. Will go into this unit here. 2 hits. 2 wounds. 2 dead. Because I can straight up see you from here. Just this squad here, yeah, straight up. That is all of my shooting. We'll go for charges. They're going to charge into there. He doesn't really have a target to charge now, so that's fine. They're going to charge over there. Bang. Bang. And these guys are going to charge into here. Yep. And even though I should probably roll it, I'm just going to say he makes it because he's not missing out on the final glory. Picket guy is going to go for it as well. He wouldn't make it, but that's fair enough. He's done his job. All right, we'll start off over here. We've got Creed. 4 power sword attacks. Hits 3 times. Wounds, kills 1 guy. And then we've got the command squad guy. Wounds once. 1 5 up. Kills 1. Do you want to fight back here?
Yeah, but I'm going to interrupt as well.
You don't need to, man. Remember.
I'm only joking.
Remember the CP reroll on the Valkyrie, Simon.
Right, what forgot there?
Why don't you do all the regular guys first, and then someone might get the honour of killing Creed at the end.
So how many regular guys?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. So I'm hitting on 3s.
Hit on 3s. And you've got one. You're over half. So hitting on 2s, winning on 4s.
Yeah, I can't count. 5, 14, yeah.
Sweet.
So hitting on 2s.
Yeah, winning on 4s. Because you're not below half strength.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. So, the first guy dies. Creed lives on a wound. So now, who do you want the honour of killing Korgoth? Do you want it to be... Get Graves to do it. Right. There's a bit of a rivalry going on there.
Is there?
Yeah. That's like part of the story.
I don't know. The magnets annoy me.
No, Graves is doing it. He's going for it.
Well, why'd you ask me then?
Because it was an instinctive question of being polite, and then I realised, no, I want you to do it with the Commissar.
Right.
All right, Commissar, 3 attacks. He's hit once. It's all he needs. He has wounded. 5 up invuln on Creed. No. Korgoth is slain. Or is he? In a brief flash of red, a micro warp portal opens up and he's whisked away at the point of death to fight another day. Over here, Parfist guy hits once, kills one guy. Flag guy hits once, doesn't wound. Do you want to hit me back here? Just do the 4 power swords. You'll probably do with that. 4 power sword hits. Yeah, they all hit. Sorry, not that one yet. And then 3s. Then, so he's dead. He's got 1 wound left. And then let's just say about 10 bayonet attacks with who would actually be able to get in. Hitting on 3s. He's got 1 wound left, by the way. That's all. And then wounding on 4s. 4. He gave it a very good go.
There was some...
He gave it a very good go, but unfortunately, this guy did die. I actually really like the way his model came out.
Let's have a look.
There you go.
Oh yeah, it was wicked actually.
All speed paints, man.
Right.
It's a...
There's no way you painted that.
I did. I know, right? I know.
Yeah, it does look very good.
He's all speed paints, and he's a Cajun Command Squad guy with a Anvil Industry head.
Nice.
Yeah. And then over here, we've got 3 sergeants. So that'll be 9 attacks. And then 1, 2, 3 regular guys. 12 attacks. I do have fixed bayonets on these guys. They're the only ones that got any orders worth a damn. But it's only going to be 4 wounds. 4 wounds, dear Simon. 3 dead. Now, I might actually have some survivors over here. It's going to be close. There's, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys. 2 of which will be sergeants. So 7 regular attacks, 4 power sword attacks. Don't worry about splitting them. I know technically he's like a 1-man unit, but just do them all and the casualties will go over together. Just to keep it simple.
So 3s.
Yeah. They're surprised by the ferocity of the final attack. Nope. Completely taken by surprise. 4 power sword attacks.
2s.
2. 2 dead. Yeah. But we did manage to survive.
That's fair play. Wow.
In a final hurrah. Obviously, we wouldn't have survived turn 6, but that is it. So I'll shake your hand now, Simon, because you'll just be able to just walk over here and take that, and there's not enough attacks from any of this shit to stop you. I don't think, because you'll be able to regrow people. I think these guys I don't think they've got the firepower to do it. So we'll call that there, and I think. I mean, even then, man, you've got 40 guys that are going to come out. I don't think 2 defense turrets and 1 Lord Solar are going to kill about 40 blokes. So yeah, I'm happy to call it there. I'm happy to call that a Krieg victory. And so we come to the end of this battle. The Kriegers have successfully overrun the right flank And seeing that the situation is now hopeless, the Flare activates his arcane technologies once more, teleports away, and the remaining Vraxian militia, Picket Guy, and frankly, an amazing Autocan team. Now, they were doing work every turn.
I keep forgetting about them.
Just banging out those shells, man, constantly. These guys retreat. These guys sell their lives to buy their comrades time to get back to the second line. But at what cost? Over the course of the game, Simon, you were leaving little piles of dead all over the place to sort of mark where significant casualties were happening as you were moving up. And you can see there are literal piles of bodies, and many of these have been reused as part of blobs. I think, what did you bring, like 4 blobs in the end? 4 blobs and it would have been 4 blobs and 3 command squads.
They were the original one. There's 2 that survived.
2 that survived, so 4 blobs.
Yeah.
And 2 command squads.
Yeah, there's 1 with 3 and that big blob. They're the only 2 survivors.
So we'll say 90 between 90 and then you've got your medics bringing people back as well. So over 100 additional Kriegers were required. You needed a 2-to-1 advantage to break this, which is pretty good when on the attack. Normally they say it's like a 3-to-1 advantage, but with a 2-to-1 advantage, you were able to
do the flanky sweep.
You got to do the flanky sweep. It takes a whole 1 off the calculation. But I also think that goes to show like how much of an advantage like the defender had in this scenario. Like if you had just relied on your starting forces, even if we had made it equals pequals. So, because I think I started off with about roughly, we didn't work the points out, but I started off with an extra blob. It's about an extra 30 guys over you.
Yeah.
If we'd given you equal numbers, it wouldn't have been enough.
No.
And the point is that we weren't trying to have an equals pequals battle. The point of today's game was, does it feel like to try and hold off a dedicated Death Korp of Krieg assault? And I was just saying to Simon off camera there for a second, it was horrendous. It was so much fun. Like just throwing a wave back and seeing it come forward again. Throwing a wave back and seeing it come forward again. And Simon, you were right. You didn't need the tanks.
No.
And what's interesting is...
I always needed them with your bullshit.
Well, what's interesting is if you had the tanks, I think you might have only got the draw.
Yeah.
Because I think you would have held this, and I probably could have kept you back in terms of pure movement over here. And so you wouldn't have held this one. So maybe with the additional firepower tanks, you could have cleared everything away, and that would have counted as a win, possibly.
Yeah.
But it was definitely... It would have been a close call. So you made the right decision. You didn't call upon the extra resources, and you managed to get the job done by infantry and bayonet. I have to say it was bayonet because your shooting was shit.
It was awful. When I did shoot one, you saved it, I tell you.
Oh man. So Simon, what did you feel? How did you feel about that game? What do you feel about the narrative scenario? We very much came up with that off the cuff. Did it feel good being on the attack?
It was different because I'm normally a defensive player. So
yeah.
That was a bit different.
Forced you to do something a bit different.
Tell you, running 20-man guard squads with the command squad, it's like bloody working pie out to 300 decimal places. Keep track of everything. Honestly. So
this is your first time running Blob Guard, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think ever. You've never run a big Blob Guard. You've always been 10-man Simon and Chimeras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, right, well, I've got shots.
That's a scientific definition.
Honestly. So, yeah. I was talking earlier about points for weapons. I'm like, yeah, that's going to get far too complicated.
It's not too bad, man. It's not bad. Yeah, I was saying to Simon how we need to bring back granular points and take it a step further. We need to have detachment-specific points because of obviously everything that's happened with Bridgehead, which, depending on when this battle report comes out, might be old news by then. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. Do you know what stood out for me, man? How fair that felt, even with you getting quite overwhelming numbers. We gave you an extra turn because at the beginning of the game we weren't sure if you'd need it. If you hadn't had that extra turn, it would have been a draw. With the extra turn, you did get the win. The reason we gave you the extra turn was because it's a 6x4. So there's an extra turn of movement potentially needed there to get up places. but it just felt really balanced, and I think it felt balanced in terms of our units against each other, because it was just guard infantry versus guard infantry.
I think it was more to do with the saves. That you're saving on a 3 and I'm saving on a 5 from the las guns. So when you were shooting a squad, it was dying.
Yeah, and when you were shooting back, I was on a 3-up save. Yeah, I bet that was seeing, because at one point you said, I don't feel like I've killed very much, and I actually had to show you the tray with about 50 dead guys on it.
Yeah.
But it was just the feeling you were having was these guys are tough.
Yeah. I think guard on a 3-up save is so good.
Yeah.
You know, there's not really getting into a different mindset, but having a 5-point model or 6-point model, whatever it actually works out to,
6.5,
saving on 3 up. All right, there's no AP on that, but even so, they feel so
tanky. You're basically immune to small arms fire.
Yeah.
And no matter what it is, you're pretty much immune to small arms fire. I felt your melters and plasmas cut me down easily, but outside of that, you were...
Yeah. Last guns were completely ineffective.
Yeah, which I think that made the feeling of attacking a dug-in position. I think it made that feel right, because if I'd only been on like a 4-up save, I feel like you would have actually probably done pretty reasonable damage to me consistently. Yeah. But the whole point is you are attacking a fully dug-in, defended army who's had months and months to prepare for this attack. And I think it just goes to show that you do need those big, overwhelming numbers to be able to do it. And it felt so right. As someone who's read like Vraks like a dozen times, the whole thing of Vraks is the Krieg soldiers were better trained than the Vraksian defenders. Yeah. Because the Vraks, they were called the militia. And, you know, a guy who's not particularly well trained can poke a gun over the top of a trench line and hold the trigger down on full auto and spray and pray. Or even if he does do a little bit of aiming, you know, he can rest his gun, he can take some aim shots. But I think the difference between a guardsman and a militiaman is when you get to bayonet range. Because the militiaman hasn't trained for close quarters, and guardsmen go through bayonet drill every day if they're being trained properly. And so it felt like for the first few turns I was keeping you back, and I was worried. I was like, Simon's he's not gonna get there. And then when you got those 3 charges all in the same turn, as bang, 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 it was like, and then my guys were to a 5-up save, and you had power swords, and I only had chain swords, and I was like, oh my god. Yeah, so it felt very appropriate. Like, it felt like the Vraks were fine at shooting you to death, but they, as in the lore, they struggled with a lot of the close quarter stuff. How do you feel about doing an Endgame? It's been a while. I think it's been about 4 months since we've done one.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah.
I think it's the thing. If you balance it, that's, you know, although it's not meant to be point balanced, but
scenario balanced.
And that one was much more balanced than I think the first two we did.
So I think the problem I think this is a big lesson learned is in those first 2 Necron games, one person got completely wiped out, and then the next time the person got completely wiped out. Yeah. And I think that came down to the fact that we were using equal points value armies, and there was an element of both sides attacking. Yeah, you know, there's like, you know, we were both pushing for those objectives in the middle, so it was like halfway between narrative and match play. But I think what we've learned today is it's almost better to put the points to one side and focus on the scenario, creating the story and the balance. Yeah,
I mean, you still need to be balanced. I mean, that's worked quite well, but I think it was good. It was really good fun, but it needs to how you balance it is not necessarily point, but it still needs to be balanced.
100%. Yeah. That's you've taken the words right out of my mouth. I think you still need to try and have balance. And I think, but you don't have to do that via points. One thing I would say is I purposefully didn't give you tanks to start off with. And the tanks was something I gave you as an option. And the reason for that is my Renegade Guard it doesn't have any anti-tank. Yeah. Because it was basically designed around sort of 9th edition before all the toughnesses went up. So if you'd had a bunch of tanks, you would have just driven up to me and killed me. Yeah. So that's why I gave them as like, you could have tanks, but you had to get them part way through so they didn't spend the whole game just blasting me, and it would make the game harder for you. And in the end, you didn't go for it, and I think that was the right call. Learning from the infamous CP reroll on the Valkyrie. That was a moment. That was a defining moment of the channel. But Simon, once again, I want to say huge thank you for that game. Ton of fun. Really enjoyed the narrative. It's made me, I tell you what, man, I've been forcing myself to play competitive 40k. I've been looking forward to this narrative game. I keep telling you we're going to do some bolt action as well soon. And you keep saying you want to do some old world. So maybe we'll be going down a bit more of a narrative fun route for a little while with the channel. But of course, let us know what you guys think down in the comment section. Do you want to see more narrative games like this? This is literally one that Simon and I threw together off the cuff. We didn't plan it too much or anything like that. And this was very much a one-shot narrative mission as well. So rather than doing a linked campaign, this was just a narrative game. Let us know if you want to see more of these sort of one-shot pop kind of fun, fluffy games. And let us know if you want to see other fun games like Bot Action and Old World. And let us know if you like, nah, screw all that. Competitive play all the way. Match play all the way. Is she not being your friend now?
No, I think she's getting jealous.
Oh, poor thing. I want to say a huge thank you to all of you that watched today's video. Big thank you to all of you who have gone ahead and liked and subscribed and all that good stuff. And a special thank you to everyone that went above and beyond the Call of Duty with all of the members and the Patreons and the Twitch subs. It is thanks to all of our support from our members and Patreons and Twitch subs that we're able to do this full time, that we're able to, you know, not just focus on the cutting edge meta constantly. We can have a bit of fun and we can try some new things out. We've got that freedom and that wiggle room. So thank you to all of you guys and girls, because you make that possible. But that's all for now. Thank you for watching. And of course, as always, see you guys next time.